Hi everybody, thanks for checking out this video on G4G Games for Gamers. Is brought a theme of Dirtium's the cosmic experience. So, I want to give you guys a little bit of background on how today's video came about. I have been proceeding through the Untitled Chapter, or Chapter 9, relatively at a very good pace. Not one of these crazy, like, drop money and you know, dozens of full energy paces, but as you can see, I'm just going 1, 2, 3, 4. What I'm doing is I'm doing the mission, and then I'm looping back and doing it on challenge. Mission, challenge, mission, challenge. And that has opened up the possibility for me to get the score challenges out of the way without proceeding to the next one. I've also received several bugs where it says, okay, kill X amount of this mob, but it's in the next mission. I will leave the game and come back later, and it says, oh, I've done that. So as you can see, my progress is about 70% complete. All the epics are done. 2 more challenges, about 10 more deploys. I'm well on my way to getting Nerd God, and I'm not in a big hurry. So last night I had changed the channel on normal, and today I looped back and did it on heroic. When I did it on heroic, the boss was kind enough to drop the challenge mode version of Fantastic Shielding called the Cosmic Shield. And that is where today's Dirty Tricks video is going to come in. I'm running this on the simulator instead of PvP for a specific reason. I'm combining 2 ISOs that make this very, very powerful into the Gold Sail tactical suit. If you don't have this Tactician's Empowered Squared Trench, there are still some other ways that you can pull this off. But the biggest thing that you want to do is Sympathetic Generosity. Buff abilities grant a small HP boost. So I'm going to go into the simulator over here and reveal to you this little dirty trick. How it all spawned about is when I got the item, I realized that it was a free action, which is kind of a rarity for agents. It is my belief that the smart set really needs to convert that revolt into a free action again. Firing that needs to be a free action. Otherwise, that is a stupid pistol and does nothing for you. What, fire it once and then reload? What are you, Rocket Raccoon? They need to go back and fix that if they haven't already. So this is a free action, this particular shield, and something dawned on me. The first thought that I had was, hey, this could be really interesting in the last day of PvP as a stall tactic. You know, hoping for refreshes and everything. Now, I'm not advocating you be such a major douche and do something like that. It's just something that occurred to me that if it's a free action, and I'm going to kind of get to the surprise of it over here, if it's a free action, I can just spam it and spam it and spam it until my health is out. Well, I'm going to show you what the big deal of this thing is, and the good thing is it's free. All you need to do is farm for it. And so what I'm running over here is I'm running Wonderman to be a tank so that my agent definitely gets his turn. Now obviously this won't work on a Quick Lord team because of the fact that you know, Quick Lords are often have a stealthy Quicksilver and they'll walk right past Wonderman. But as you know, Wonderman has an ISO coming up that says he'll be able to tank AoE attacks. So, here we go. Just have to excuse me for 1 second. That's my little emergency bat phone for my raiders in World of Warcraft. So, here is the deal. This is a free action. I'm running the Sympathetic ISO, which says buff abilities grant me a small HP boost. Do you kind of see where I'm going now? Do you get this? Now I'm running Snappy Service so that I can set myself up with the Staff of Asclepius, which says heal actions are going to heal for more. Now I'm not hurt, unfortunately, but I'm running the Staff of Asclepios, the Black Roscoe, the Mandible, and this shield. Watch what's going to happen. I'm going to shield myself, and because it's a buff, I'm going to gain hit points. I just gained almost 100 hit points. And now I'm going to go ahead and shield everybody because this is limited only by my stamina. Now in PvE, of course, this is absolutely, you know, it takes a good chunk. But in PvP, your stamina doesn't go down that much. And it's very easy to just spam the absolute hell out of this. So what are the ramifications of this situation over here? Well, for one, any of the shield slam people like Fixer, Carolina, all of those people are going to benefit from this incredibly because you will be able to spam shields on your team as long as your stamina keeps going. So you could just sit there and go ahead and go 1 shield, 2 shield, 3 shields. No big deal. Shield yourself, whatever. If you are running Invisible Woman air pressure groups, that's a surefire way to ensure everybody has their shields again. If they're broken by, you know, an attack or something like that, other than Shield Breaker, you're going to be able to replenish those shields and not lose your turn. And because of the sympathetic ISO over here, you're healing yourself each time that you're doing this. And now I have the Roscoe equipped because I figure if this is PvP and people are trying to mandible my face down, the Roscoe is going to punish them for doing that. Because yes, this setup is a huge sucker for taking the mandible. Again, I haven't been hurt, but I'll just shield myself. And now you can see the Staff of Asclepios' buff has gone down slightly. But my stamina went up hugely because of the cosmic energy. And if you notice, watch what's going to happen. So I had 2. I now have 3. So if you were running something like the GG prototype, granted, it's only a quick action now, but the old GG prototype would have benefited this immensely. You would be able to just go back and forth, like up to 5, back down, up to 5, back down. It, you know, obviously we can't do that anymore, but that is something that you would have been able to do. Other places where this comes into play is any of the old Havoc set or any of the old Guardians of the Galaxy set. If you're using any pieces of the Galactic set, 2 of them, the Capacitative Blaster and that big Sledgehammer, work off of cosmic energy. So you could, as a free action, build yourself up to 5, heal yourself the entire way, and then unleash on either the Capacitative Blaster or the Galactic Crusher. So I'm going to go ahead and come off a full screen over here and kind of point these out to you. So now you can get away with this by not using Snappy Service. It just means you're not going to be able to pull it off with the Staff of Asclepios. However, if you are using the sympathetic ISO, that's the big key to this. It kind of turns you into that whole Squirrel Girl thing where she eats her nuts and she's healing for every single one of them. That's kind of what we're doing here. We're using our own little version of nuts. So there's the setup, the Black Roscoe, the Mandible, the Cosmic Shielding, and the Staff of Asclepios. If you wanted to, you could just simply go to any other suit in the game and then just run that sympathetic ISO. As we know, in PvP, the stamina is absolutely huge, and this has defensive ramifications. You could pull this off on defense. If you stacked yourself with all special function items, the Gauntlet Caress, the Cosmic Cardinal, which helps this, of course, the Black Roscoe, any of those items that cannot be used, it would force your agent to spam his entire stamina down simply by spamming the shield. And invariably, you're going to hit other people on the team with the shield. Considering how much stamina that you have in PvP, you're probably going to have everybody on the team shielded at least once. And by giving them cosmic energy, you're also increasing their defense. So, here is the capacitative blaster. This was from the Guardians of the Galaxy Spec Ops, and at 5 levels of cosmic energy, it exploits opportunity, it has high crits, and it consumes all your stacks. So, but this would end your turn. Now, you know, keep that in mind. By using this, you would end your turn, but you could build up to 5 and unleash this blaster on all enemies. It's not going to hit that hard. This is actually an out-of-date gun for me. As you can see, it's down to 271, so I got this a while ago. So it's not going to hit that hard, but it does have exploit opportunity, so you can run this with like Pym and Ant-Man and Anti-Venom, all those guys. Here is the Galactic Crusher, and at 5 cosmic energy, it does Exhausted and it does Winded, and of course it does all the others along the way: Dizzy, Off Balance, Impaired, Cornered, and Staggered. So it has a 1-round cooldown, which means it's up every round. You just can't use it more than once in a round. So, being tech, if you had somebody granting you upgrade, this would deal more. Something increasing melee damage, this would do more. So you could ramp yourself up in 1 round to 5 cosmic energy, and just go ahead and release that. Of course, you could stack the Cosmic Cardinal. You could also stack things that restore stamina. And I want to kind of give you an example of that. Another case where you could be a real douchebag on the last day of PvP in the hopes of running a very defensive, very tanky team like Wonderman and Rescue, or a Groot and Wonderman, or, you know, anything like that. If you were to run the Power Cell, which is from the old Vindication set, that's this over here. When you use this, not only do you gain a heal off of using it, you would gain a heal off of using a buff item, and you restore stamina. So what you could do is you could be using the shield until your stamina gets low. You use this, it consumes your 1 quick action per turn, but you have now bumped your health back up twice, once for the ISO, once for the item, and you've restored stamina, and you could keep buffing your shields again and everything like that. So if you absolutely wanted to be a giant cock on the last day of PvP, you could do something like that, and the other guy would just be sitting there going, Jesus Christ, just shield, 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 shield. Oh god, his stamina's finally out. Yay. Stamina. Shield, shield, shield. I mean, it would be an absolute nightmare. So, I'm not going to take this into PvP because of the fact that, yeah, I could take it into practice, but it means rearranging my whole gear. It means taking that little scrubby suit in there. But again, you could always run it with any other suit. I just happened to do the double ISO suit so that I had the quick action off of Staff of Asclepios, just for the extra heal. You can certainly choose not to go that way, but you could bring back Carolina Dean and Invisible Woman and shield them all up. You can make for a massive fixer by shielding Fixer so that he doesn't waste his turn doing it, and then he just has to lay his mines and everything. And it's got some defensive and some offensive ramifications from it, so it's worth a shot. The only thing that's going to restrict you from this is your stamina. And I wonder if Playdom will do something about that, like maybe give it a 1-round cooldown, or I don't know what, but it seems like it could make for a particularly ugly combo. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this dirty trick. Again, I apologize to the people who like to see this in PvP, but it's just a little bit of annoying work, and maybe I will try it in PvP if I happen to get Wonderman's tank all the things ISO. Because having his molecular reconstruction and the extra turns and that ISO might turn him into a phenomenal tank. Volstagg with his new ISO may also make a slight comeback. So take care, everybody. Have a good one.